Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys? Thanks for stopping by. Since you're here, make sure you guys click the subscribe button. Make sure you share, like and comment. I'd really appreciate. Hit that like button if you do like these videos, and if you want to see more of these kind of videos, do hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. This is my early days here on YouTube, so I need all the support I can get, and I'm sure you can imagine. Anyway, so if you want to see how I got this look, my full face makeup and my hair, my last video you would have seen I did have my wash day, and I did put my hair in plaits, so you would see basically the result. This is the first day. Personally, I don't like my hair the first day I've taken it out of plaits. It hasn't got all the volume that I'm looking for, but you'll see how I created this amount of volume at least in this video, and I may do a next video in a couple of days, obviously I will, and you will see the difference. Like, I just like when it's got more of that full look. Like you can see, this is just, you know, it's got some volume because I've created that volume. Anyways, you'll see it all in this video. So if you want to see how I got this look, this full face, how I did my hair like this, I hope you can see it properly in the camera, then keep on watching. So starting off with a clean face, I'm going in with my go-to primer by Illamasqua. And so I'm going to show you guys how I do my eyebrows, but it will be quite quick because I have just done an eyebrow tutorial for you guys, so check that out because that will go into a lot more detail. And this is basically following the same steps. The only difference is I'm using the ABH in ebony, the pomade in ebony, and I'm going to use the same concealer that I use at the bottom. I'm going to use that at the top of my eyebrows to clean them up, only because I would like to have a bit of, I just want my eyebrows to pop a bit more, so that's the only difference that I'm doing. So guys, this look I would say is an ideal look for Christmas. If you guys are thinking of what kind of look, makeup ideas, makeup inspiration, outfit inspiration ideas, then I would suggest this is quite a good, in my opinion, look for Christmas Day. So I'm basically cleaning up the eyebrows like I said, and I'm basically going to clean up the top, the bottom, and I'm going to blend that very well. So guys, it's very key to blend. Guys, don't watch my brushes because I basically wash them in the washing machine, and so most of the names on my brushes have disappeared. I don't know what they are, but I will give you guys a tutorial on brushes to use for certain parts of the face. I will definitely do that for you guys, so don't worry, I've got ya. So I'm basically doing that, blending that all away. Using the concealer that I use on my eyebrows, I'm using that for my eyelids to mute that out, and using my favorite eyeshadow palette from Juvia's Place, I'm using the color I pointed to into my crease area. I'm using that, and then I'm basically going in with the color that I just pointed to for the top to basically diffuse that color a bit more. So that's what I'm doing, so that it basically is not so harsh. This is a bit of a soft, beginner friendly kind of easy eyeshadow look in my opinion, so I think it should be easy for you guys to kind of like follow these steps. And then I'm going to cut my crease with my P. Louise eyeshadow base, and what you see me doing guys is I'm basically finding my crease by basically blobbing the color on the lid and then looking right up. Once I do that, it helps me to see where my crease is, and so I won't go too far above or below. And this is a great tip guys for if you're struggling to find your crease or to cut your crease. So this for me is key. So I'm using the green from the eyeshadow Urban Decay palette, which I kind of wanted it to kind of blend with my top color. I found it was a bit too bright, and then I kind of went on the green color underneath, so that's what I'm doing. And sorry guys, I do go ahead and put my lashes and eyeliner off camera. I will give you guys a tutorial on that. I just find it a bit more trickier, so I will do that on a later stage, so don't worry. And then I'm going in with my concealer guys, same concealer that I used on my eyebrows, I'm using that to highlight all those areas. And then I'm going in with my contour foundation stick from Black Opal, and I'm using that to contour. So I start off by blending my contour out. I find this blends easier. I mean, to me that's what works. I mean, it doesn't really matter whether you blend your concealer out first, your highlight concealer, or you blend your contour out first. It doesn't really matter as long as you blend. That's just the key in my opinion. Just make sure you blend it very well. And I'm using my beauty blender to blend my highlighted colors my highlights. Basically I'm using my beauty blender, and then I'm going back and forth with brushes to basically just blend it all out so it's just a bit more seamless. And then I use my powder by Studiofix to basically set that highlight in, and then I bake, or basically then I go in with my setting powder. For me, I just think it just gives me a bit more of a seamless look, and that's just how I do it sometimes. So that's what I'm doing, and I just basically go back in again with my Sacha Buttercup to basically really, you know, I want a snatched nose, so I'm basically using that to kind of like over bake those areas that I just basically want to kind of pop out a bit more, as you can see. So, and then I go in with my sleek contour palette, and I'm basically setting my contour areas out with that. And then I go in with my mineralized powder, or let me just continue with this. I'm basically blending all my nose, my cheekbones, blending that away. Key, like I said guys, is to blend. And then I set my whole face with my mineralized powder in deep dark. This is like my same color, I won't say yeah, it's like my same color, and it basically just sets that all in place for me. And then I'm using this dark color which is slightly lighter underneath the eyes, and then I go in with this body mist, my face mist, sorry, from Body Shop, and that just helps to just settle all those powders before I put my highlighter. I think that's so key, because then when I do go with my highlighter, it just blends a lot more, it just blends seamlessly, or you know, it just blends better for me. So that's another tip guys, you know, spray your face first and then go in with your highlighter. And so you can see me doing that. I'm highlighting my nose, cheekbones, forehead, and my cupid's bow, and then I go in with the blush. So for me, this is the key, because once I then go in with my blush, then my highlighter and my contour all blends together with the highlight. So this is the steps I usually do. I think it works. I mean, I would, you know, I definitely think it's something you guys should adopt. And then I'm going in with my lip liner, my go-to Chestnut by MAC. I'm basically just going in for a nude kind of look, so I go in with that, and then I go in with my liquid lipstick from by Colourpop in Beeper, so it's just going to give me a nice like natural nudie kind of look. I go back and forth like I always do, just to blend it all out. And then I'm going in with my MAC eyeliner by Feline to basically just mute out my eyes. And then I'm going in with the same colors that I used on my lids. I'm using the green, and then I go in with the kind of like reddish brownish color to basically just have that kind of effect on the bottom lash line. And then I'm setting my whole face with my Fix Plus spray, so it just gives me more of that dewy look that I absolutely love. And then I'm going in, as you can see, taking out my braid. So this is the braids that I put in on wash day, and it's about 2 days I would say, so it wasn't fully dried, and that's why it probably turned more into like a puff after. But I love undefined puffy full hair. That's what I like. I mean, so if you guys want to, this is what I do to basically get that full, you know, look. So I'm basically separating those plaits that I basically took out, trying to bring out those curls from it. I'm not too fussed about definition, but if you want definition, then I would suggest you basically make sure your hands are pretty oily, like going with any kind of oil, and then do this. But I don't mind frizz, so I didn't bother with that. I just went straight in and just started separating the clumps or the plaits, and that's what I do. You kind of do this quite a while to get to the stage you want it to be. If you want so much more definition, then you don't want to basically go in as much as I've done. And then I use my comb to just pick out the roots, so it's just a bit more fuller. This is just what I do, and I love to like my hair to be full, like I said, and that's why I don't like my hair when I first take it out of braid, because I find the volume just automatically comes after a few days. So depending on how you like it, continue bringing it out. If you don't want too much volume, then you kind of stop. You just kind of flow with how you like it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm basically just going back and forth to just keep bringing it out and trying to get as much fullness as I can, as much volume as I can from my day one braid out. So that's what I'm doing, guys, and that's pretty much the finished look, guys. Very easy to do in my opinion, perfect for Christmas, and I think, well, thank you guys for watching. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks again for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys again on my next video.